So the big question is this. How entrepreneurs like us who have been breaking with old beliefs, like the idea of holding a 9-to-5 job and living paycheck to paycheck, taking a lifetime to reach business and life success as the only option we have? How do we grow our business in a way that lets us highly service our customers, getting our products and services and the things that we believe in out into the world without diluting our life but enhancing it and taking the journey of internal and external growth? That is the question, and this podcast will give you the answer. Your host is Marina Simon, and welcome to 10 Exit. Life and business as usual? Never again.
Hi guys, do you know your customer? Do you know who's your ideal customer? Do you know what hurts them? What are their pain points? What do they love? Getting to know your customer. Okay, so here's something that I've been doing and I have found just amazing and very simple and very practical to do. So here it is. Market research. How do you do it? A lot of people talk very technical words, right? Oh, do you have your model and do you model your how do you call it, your business, and what's your business model, and did you do market research, and da-da-da-da, whatever. The point is simple. So basically, who's your customer? What does he or she really likes, right? How do you know that? Now, there's two options. Either you have been on business for quite a while and your customers have been talking to you already in your reviews, telling you verbally, in your great commendations because you're awesome, right? So if you have been listening, you know what are their pains. Here is the tricky part, right? We as creators, either of a product or a service, we do not want to hear negative about our products, isn't it? Like somebody comes and say, hey, such and such was late. I need you guys to be on time. And you're like, I really don't care, right? Or I don't want to hear about it. Or I'm too busy to really handle that. But guess what's going on? When something shows frequently, and they kind of communicating to you the same thing over and over and over again, guess what's happening? That is what your customer wants. Either a positive point or a negative point, but most attention should be also more on the negative point because that will allow you to revisit your product or service and give and switch and change those things that your customer wants. Maybe you think that a beautiful product is the way to go, right? But maybe you have customers coming to you and say, listen, it is very gorgeous, but it's not practical. Well, you might win a gorgeous contest, but for sure, you're not delivering what your customer or ideal customer wants. So for those of you that have been on business for a while now, you guys have an advantage because you have your own reviews, right? And the people that haven't been on business, the beauty of it is that you can use comparable businesses to yours. People that are delivering your similar product or service to the same community that you will be selling to. Make sense? Okay, let's go over some data. So find 100 reviews on your product. Now, when I say product, just assume product or service, okay? Now, if you don't have 100 reviews, find all of your reviews, find all of your own reviews, right? And enough reviews for similar products from your competitors to get 100 reviews, right? Then look at reviews from a variety of platforms. Now, here's the key. The beauty of it, of the information times that we're living nowadays and information technology we do have, is that you have information at your fingertips, right? So You can look at Amazon. If you have a product, it's so easy. You just go to Amazon, check at the 5 stars and the 1 star and the no star and everything else. Read them all, right? Now, check Google reviews too. Check Facebook reviews and check on your own website reviews. Okay? That's when you have your own product. Make sure you read reviews from every level of rating, not just 5 stars, guys, or 1 star reviews. As you read through the reviews, take note of repeated key phrases or concept people put their attention on in their reviews and add them to a spreadsheet, right? So look for the reviews, right? And cite why they like it or didn't like it, not just what they like, right? Now, here's the deal. Sometimes they will give you some other things that they didn't dislike or like, but they will give you additional information of what they're looking in for a product. Listen to that. It's so important. If you like, you can, you can create and modify your spreadsheet in order for you, to do it. The way I did it is I basically went, right, I put my spreadsheet and I went on comparable companies that were delivering my same product. And I got every single review, from the 5 stars to the 1 stars to the 2 star, 3, 4, any stars, right? And I put it on my spreadsheet. Then I divided between positive reviews and negative reviews. All right? And then we did them. I grouped the ones that were similar, right? They will have similar phrases, similar concepts. And there's something awesome that you find in Excel or Pages, right? That if you do data sort, it can sort you the data by the phrase, right? So that's something that you have, that you don't have to do the whole work. But one amazing thing that I found, right, is basically that you will find your top 3 buttons or emotional points of your customer. I'll give you an example, I've been looking at different things, but I want to give you the example here. Okay, there was an example done on a product. This is not mine, but there was an example done on a product I'm going to give you. The positive reviews was, I need these. They actually work. Looks and aesthetics, so comfortable and easy. This was for a band that you use in your shirt, in your dress shirt, in order not to get down and get sloppy and get, dirty, right? So if you guys use shirts, dress shirts, you know what I'm talking about. It's a little band that you put on your arms, and it pulls the shirt or folds the shirt up in order for you to be more practical and work without getting it dirty. Okay, so those were the positive reviews, the 4 top. And the negative reviews were insulting intelligence, poor quality, broken, defective, expensive, smart enough to roll my own sleeves, cardboard substitutions, doesn't work for non-cuff shirts. So there you have some characteristics of the negative reviews, like the top reviews, and then you have the positive reviews. I normally take the top 4 for each. Now, what do you do with it? Right? Now that you have this information, what do you do with it? You know that this is telling you what your customer likes and loves or needs. And it's also telling you what your customer hates, dislikes, and wants out of the way. So what do you do the way you promote your article? How do you communicate to your customer? Well, you take those things, right? Positive reviews, they work. So you need to demonstrate to your customer, maybe you do a video, right, on how this product of yours works. And you see and you demonstrate visually that it works. That is not, how some products are kind of faulty, right? You buy it and then it just doesn't work for whatever reason. If you're buying, let's see, a coffee maker, and it just drips the water and it doesn't get it warm, and you have all these slaps that really you don't get a product. So if you say they really work, you're going to show how your product works, right? Now, it seems here that the looks and aesthetics is important. I'm talking about an example of a shirt that you put a little band on it, so the sleeves are up and they look nice. People don't want to look crappy when they pull their sleeves up, right? So you have to show and communicate to your customer that the looks and aesthetics are just out of this world, and show it how it works, because it's an important point for your ideal customer. Now, so comfortable and easy. Also, it shouldn't be stiff. It should be comfortable that the person can move their arms and work at the same time that looking sharp, right? Have you seen when people just roll their sleeves up, they look kind of like not really tidy? Well, demonstrate how it looks tidy and how they're comfortable. I'm just giving you an example, right? Of how do you use these phrases that your customer wants. And if you don't have that kind of product, then go back to your product or service and twinkle it and handle it, guys. Because if you're trying to sell a product that people do not really need and want, or the characteristics are not needed and wanted, guess what? It's not going to be bought in the long run. Maybe somebody bought it once, but they say that it doesn't work, right? Another thing is that you have to use truth in your advertisement. Never lie. Because guys, they buy it once and they will never come back to you. And what you want is a relationship with your customer. You just don't want a one-time shop, right? You want to cater their customers. You want to service those customers. So now let's go to the negative reviews. Poor quality, broken or defective. Okay, some things, right? Sometimes things that come from China used to be of poor quality, maybe in the past or whatever, right? And then they break very fast. Maybe you buy it for very cheap, but they also don't last very much, right? So you want to demonstrate to your customer that they have high quality and how they last, right? You can even talk about it in your marketing campaign. Now, expensive, they don't want expensive. So you say, okay, it's very affordable. Let me show you the value I'm going to give to you with it, right? When you increase the value, the price immediately falls in your ideal customer's mind. Now, cardboard substitutions. I don't want I prefer to use cardboard substitutions if the price is too high. Show them how cardboard substitutions, as that, it will fall apart. Right? It really doesn't work, and it's not a substitution at all. And how it works on non-cuffed shirts, right? Because people want to work in non-cuffed shirts. So here is just a little example of, how do you use these negative and positive reviews once you group them, right? I'm going to give you another one. Trying to pull it out from here. Let's see. Okay, reviews. Let's see. So doing from a different, this is more like a service rather than a product, right? And the way you group them up, I'm going to give you an example. Like the top review got 24, people wanting that, right? So you just group them in groups, count them, and put the one that has the most reviews on the top, right? Does it make sense? And then you choose your 3 or 4 top ones. I'll give you the reviews from the training. So the positive parts of that service, right, is basically business training. So relevant to my work, an immediate application to real life, valuable and applicable content, hands-on training, curriculum. That got 24. So that's something that your ideal customer wants, if that's your line of business, right? Now, the second one on the positive came good teachers, instructors, knowledgeable, that motivates you to excel, engaging, high-quality instruction. That came next. And the next one is good career preparation. And then next one, positive environment. Okay, so those are the positives, right? And now the negative that came that they hate, right? People that are like training on business lineups, it's bad customer service, rude, lack of communication, and time for response very long, right? Unprofessional customer service, lack of responsibility, horrible communication from that area. So that came number 1 on hated. Now, number 2, not fulfill expectations, not worth the money or the price. That's number 2. Number 3, ambiguous or confusing and incomplete content training. They want a complete training. They hate incomplete training. And the next one came, website is a little difficult to navigate, site not working, confusing site, difficult time with links and logins. Okay, so again, how do you use these? You use it as the buttons you use in your marketing campaign. You will be helping that resonance with your ideal customer if you use those specific phrases, even in the same words they're giving it to you guys. Because there's many Johnnies. Let's see, Johnny is your ideal customer. There's many Johnnies. When you say the phrase, they will resonate with you and they'll go and get your product. Because they'll trust you. You're talking to them. You're talking about their pain points. You're talking about how not applicable data to the real life it sucks, right? Or if you say it's applicable and you demonstrate it in your marketing campaign, then they'll trust you. So there you have it. A little simple jewel that truly can take you maybe 2 hours. One thing that I want to repeat again is if you are a new business and you still don't have your own reviews, find and check your comparable businesses that have your same ideal customer and use their reviews. All right? And that will help you to understand what people are looking for. You already have it there. They're really talking to you already. It's so valuable information. Have an awesome day.
Thanks for joining us today on 10 Exit. Life and business as usual? Never again. We love always hearing from you. Please feel free to send Marina an email, marina@marinasimonbrand.com. Your input and comments are always welcome, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And if you like the podcast, you can always subscribe to it. Remember, the best way to predict the future is to create it.